As Sudanese city returns to life after 2-year siege, drone threat lingers. Markets reopen in Dilling, South Kordofan's second-largest city. Yet residents face critical medical shortages and persistent aerial attacks. Life is cautiously returning to the streets of Dilling, the second-largest city in South Kordofan state, after the Sudanese army broke a suffocating siege that had isolated the area for more than 2 years. 4 months, the city had been encircled by the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces RSF and the Sudan People's Liberation Movement North SPLMN, cutting off vital supply lines and trapping civilians in a severe humanitarian crisis. While the lifting of the blockade has allowed goods to flow again, local authorities and residents said the city remains under the threat of drone attacks. Al Jazeera Arabic's Hisham Uwait, reporting from Dilling, described the city recovering slowly from the economic strangulation. For over 2 years, heavy siege conditions were imposed on the city. Movement disappeared, goods vanished, and livelihoods narrowed, Uwait said. Now the eyes of buyers pick through the few available goods as if the market itself is announcing its recovery at a leisurely pace, drawing determination from the patience of its residents. The immediate impact of the army's advance is visible in the local markets, which were largely shuttered during the blockade. Fresh produce, absent for months, has begun to reappear in stalls. The market and vegetables have all returned, a local trader told Al Jazeera. Before, the market didn't exist. Now we have okra, potatoes, sweet potatoes, chilies and lemons. Everything is with us, and the market has returned to normal. However, the resumption of trade masks deep scars left by the isolation. The blockade devastated the local economy, stripping residents of their savings and leaving infrastructure in disrepair. While food supplies are improving, Dilling's health sector remains in critical condition. The city's main hospital is struggling with a severe lack of equipment and essential medicines, a shortage that has had life-altering consequences for the most vulnerable. Abdul Rahman, a local resident suffering from diabetes, paid a heavy price for the siege. During the months of encirclement, insulin supplies ran dry. His condition deteriorated rapidly, ultimately leading to the amputation of both his legs. He had a medical appointment after a month, but the month closed off his checkups, a relative of Abdul Rahman said. He is suffering severely. He is missing his insulin. There is a shortage of food, and he is tired. His health has declined sharply. Despite the Sudanese army asserting control over access routes, the security situation in Dilling remains precarious. Authorities said the city is subjected to almost daily drone strikes launched by the RSF and SPLMN, targeting infrastructure and residential areas. For Maryam, a mother displaced multiple times by the conflict, the breaking of the siege has not brought peace. She described the terror of the unmanned aerial vehicles that hover over their homes. Now the drones bombard and chase us. They chase us like locusts, Maryam said. When they come, we just run to hide. When they hover over us, they burn the thatch roofs, start fires and force you to leave your home. She added that the constant threat of aerial bombardment makes normal life impossible if you are having a meal, like porridge. The moment you see them, you leave it. Uwait said that while the lifting of the siege is a glimmer of hope and a first step towards recovery, the dual challenge of rebuilding a shattered health system and fending off persistent military attacks means Dilling's ordeal is far from over. You have reached the end of our in-depth report. For more deep dives into global affairs and breaking news updates, please subscribe to Neuron News Global and enable all notifications. Stay informed, stay ahead. See you in the next broadcast.